Hello, y'all. This is Rochelle. I'm Faith and Hope's mother. I am the woman who had brain cancer surgery, and on July 25th, 2017, my two daughters and me were assaulted and battered by Syracuse police. No one has lifted a finger to help me. I won in court. I had to fight against the biased, corrupt attorneys who were equally treasonous as the judges on the bench for these moot, fraudulent cases. And despite me winning my appeals in bank with 5 judges, and they've altered the record, so I've now opted to change venue, and I'm just trying to figure out where are all the parents at who are willing to help, stand up, petition, write motions, not even write motions, write affidavits. I don't need any motions. We're done with the motions. Let's do affidavits. Let's get some action started. Let's stand together. I've been meeting parents who are frauds. People come in claiming that they know all these great things and have all these documents and can't bust a grape in a fruit fight. Alright? I stood on my own. I won in these courts. My case was ruled in my favor again. So here I am calling people out. Where are you guys at? I had to get myself together. I had to get, this side had the plate. So when they put the machine on to clamp it down and stick it or whatever they did to get my head right, I wasn't able to talk as best. But the allegations against me, which were fraud and false, were that I educationally neglected my kids with a classroom in my house. I didn't know what was wrong with me for years, and as my health was deteriorating, I started, accommodating myself, like certain things I couldn't do, but I would do things, like have Bible study or study from, and teach my kids, just do some kind of activities with my kids from home. And the video shows that there's computers and documents, and obviously I was studious to some event with trying to exercise my rights. So these people here in the city of Syracuse think it's appropriate to treat people of color any old way. Especially, I would like to, there's a saying called the uppity nigger. When you try to exercise your right and you happen to have melanin on you, and you're not as light as a paper bag, or you're not as any discriminatory issue they have. I have Linda Gehring trying to get me to perform oral sex on her because she had a job to do and didn't want to do it. So she cocks her legs back. This is the attorney that I was signed. This woman is a tip-top head of Hitchcock Legal Aid here in Syracuse. I, under penalty of perjury, declare this statement right here I give to you right here today. August 31st, 2020. That's what happened in her office around August of 2016. So I ran out that goddamn room with her little lights off, nice little office. Homegirl had all, she was stripping. Now, I don't know this woman from nowhere. And what makes her think that in the midday of the afternoon she's just going to get head? Like, bitch, are you crazy? So I know she's going to see this, and you done lost your mind. I had another attorney in my youth with my son, who they just automatically assume they are entitled to sexual activities with their clients. That should be as criminal as like a guard sleeping with an inmate. That should be a crime. That should be a felony crime. So my point to bringing this all up is that I'm trying to have a seat in office. Do you know that everybody in the United States should be sitting in some kind of position in office? Senate is only 2 years. There's a lot of seats available. Everybody's trying to sneak and get in these seats for 2 years. Don't work or help the people like they should. And then I called, I've been calling throughout these last few months trying to get information, get the forms, and get myself affiliated and acclimated with these positions here so that way I can sit. Because what happened to me shall not happen to nobody else that I know if I can assist. So here we are. Now I'm trying to get in some kind of office. I don't care where it's at. You don't even really need too many credentials to be a judge or a lawyer. You can be your own voice, mouthpiece. They just made a club. That's not even, there's no licenses. Family court, I think I'm going to hit y'all with some jewels. I think I'm going to find a day and time to just hit y'all with jewels, because I need to let you people know what has happened to me, what I've learned through the happenings of my oppression, and the cruelty, the unusualness of this cruelty. It's not really unusual, because this is what they do to us. This is what they do with people of color. This is what they do when they feel like a woman is only worth is getting on my knees to any other ratchet ass. Just every time I think about that, I get pissed off. Linda Garrett, and I had a black attorney, a male, I don't know, he was my color, so brown, whatever you want to call it. With my son's case, I have a son who is grown. All right, so, and he was, my son's father stole my son. So I was a military wife, and I came to Syracuse to get my son because I had to drop him off for his holiday for the the Christmas season. And my son's father kept my child and hid him and his grandmother. And now they bring up my son who is grown with my daughters. So now, okay, now I got to go after everybody. I got to put my son's father in jail for what he did to my son. And I tried to get help. I called the police. I did everything I was supposed to do. I called the court. I filed the petitions and all that other good stuff. No help. Lawyers were upset because I guess that lawyer said something to Judge Martha Walsh Hood because I wouldn't lay down. I wouldn't get down and get at. I don't know what that dude thought I was doing, but at 18, 20, and I was like 20. I wasn't sleeping with him. It was nothing going down. And I'm gonna find that dude's name to figure out who I had who recused himself because I had fired him. Then he looked at me like he was stupid, like he didn't understand. Dude, your services are no longer needed. Ain't no way you up here propositioning me talking about anything. That should be a felony that any lawyer, any public servant in the seat of their office sleeping with one of their patrons, it should be a felony. If I'm running for office and somebody comes to me for help, and from 9 to 5, whatever time, the clock is, I should not be having any dealings with them. And there shouldn't even be any reports that I compromise my position or their case by coming on to them. What the hell? Y'all that thirsty? Is that hard out here? Nah, I'm trying to think who would make me go to, what person come to my help would make me go to jail? Nobody. Nobody. I'd be waiting to clock out. Look, hold on. I'm gonna stay. Can you stay after? At least ask the right question. If a person is married, how do you know? Just coming on to somebody like that. And I mean, she didn't, Linda Garrett didn't come on. She was just like, you're not going to see your kids. And I'm so sorry. Do you know how painful that is to have people just threaten you to never see your kids again? You're going to lose your kids, and I'm so sorry. And then she cocked her legs open. I grabbed my papers. Listen, she had the ambience going on. I come in the room, it was all dark. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm trying to be cool because the other person, her name was Nancy Farrell. She was in there. She was talking junk, jumping at me like this. Like every time I asked for my rights or what can I do to fight them off. And she was like, throwing papers, trying to it was almost like get me to the point where I was so complacent that I would do anything. And Lord knows, I feel like I would do anything for my kids, and I know I would. But there's certain things that you can't do because it's not going to help you. Me going down on that woman was not going to guarantee that I got my kids back. Okay? She didn't act. She had no. See, that's the thing. We're in an office. This bitch ain't had no pen or paper ready. That should have been my first fucking sign. Okay? And then Nancy left saying she had a case. And then Linda was just, her homegirl had her little dress. Oh my God, it was so, who do you think you are, Linda Garrett? Then now, they are the contracted state public defender, okay, for Syracuse, New York. I can't get legal representation even though I am qualified and entitled to it. You have a right to counsel. You have a right to pro se. That is not like Burger King. They can't just take it and pull it away. You can't have it your way, court. You call me into an action, naming me as the defendant, you have to afford me my due process rights in their entirety. See how I'm talking now? See how God has blessed me with my voice? When I couldn't talk, they were defaming me. But look at me now. I'm not talking, and I'm not here, and I'm not in this mindset for nothing. So you guys wanted to see Faith and Hope's mother or the woman that was behind the faith? It was me. It was me. I'm Faith and Hope's mother. They're in my essence. I'm in theirs. I miss them so much, y'all. And to keep getting my kids back and to keep winning my kids back, this was so petty. You have all these so-called officials that are educated and so learned to be this ignorant. And I told Michael Hayusak in the video, I said, you act just like Pharaoh. You're going to lose all what you've gotten just to give it to me, just because of me. You're going to end up giving everything you ever worked for, all these honors. You're going to lose it all coming from me. And I know Michael Hayusak watches my video. He was in court talking about my videos. That's a conflict of interest, okay? He's stalking my lifestyle, my pages, trying to find out what you need to find out. You know you wrong and I know you wrong. You got 2 daughters. You're going to put your hands and touch my 2 daughters. You're going to sit there and human traffic my daughters to Oklahoma State. Move my kids to foster care. My kids got hurt in foster care by some parents that I don't know. Then they half-ass wanted to tell me the truth, and I'm sitting there waiting to hear what happened. You know, I don't know who experiences pain, but your mind is just like, here it come. They've refused to tell me. They just told me enough to act like they said it on the record. They held court before I got there. Ex parte. Ex parte means full disclosure. Y'all need to, let's study. Let's get this popping. Where are y'all at? Where are y'all at? I have to now get out and move and shake it and get it done, because where are my people at? Where are y'all? Where are y'all? My DNA test is there. Where are y'all? Let's link up. Why nobody care for me and my kids? Mr. Floyd deserves all he's getting. I do too. Before he died, I was already dead. You're looking at a ghost. My kids are gone. My son's stolen by his father. I did the right thing. I didn't do anything wrong. I did the appropriate channels, right? No help, right? Now because I don't sleep with a lawyer, he goes and tell Martha Wash Hood, I won't play the game, right? How long are you supposed to sleep with a lawyer to get your own child back that was kidnapped by his father? Right? And then what would happen if I would have gotten pregnant by this old gray-ass lawyer, right? Now, how do you explain that? That makes no sense. This man was old as shit trying to put his little funky-ass penis anything near me. And I know at 42 years old, I know I ain't the hottest, but I'm telling you, I was kind of cute back in the day, okay? And obviously, I was kind of cute in 2000 or whatever when Linda Garrett was coming on. Just to say this, that